What's going on, guys? Scouts 311 here, Wasteland 2. I'm going to try something here. I'm going to stream this to YouTube through my PlayStation. We should leave a recording on YouTube alone that you guys can watch. Hopefully it works okay. I'll find out um, later when I check it. So let's get into this. Okay, so squad creation. We could create our own or use a default. I kind of want to almost just use default just to get into the game. Because I don't care too much. You can create a custom ranger from scratch, of course. And there's tons of stats and things you can work on. You can also select existing rangers. And you can see they have there's a lot of different guys here. And then on the left, you have their strengths. Weaponsmithing, sniper rifles, mechanical repair for cold eye here. So you kind of want to try to get a mix of skills so you can do a little bit of everything the best you can. You still can't do everything. It's kind of cool to have somebody you could use like kiss ass or what's the other ones they have here? Kiss ass, hard ass, different types of skills for talking. So you can get some different conversation things going. I might take Big Bert for my hard ass, blunt weapons, melee guy. So let's take Big Bert. And then we'll take. I kind of like the lockpick and fade thing. You can't get everything, that's what sucks. But it doesn't suck, it actually makes it good in its own way. Like, you can't have everything. You could kind of go jack of all trades, like Widow O'Neill here, who has 1 point in those skills and some other ones, but then you're never really great at anything, so. I do like the sniper. And the weaponsmithing is kind of cool. You could also give different abilities later if you want, so it's not like you have to stick with these, but shotguns are pretty awesome too. We'll take Cherry Bomb. Let's take Cold Eye. So we got blunt weapons, force, hard ass. We got demolition, shotguns, toaster repair, mechanical repair, sniper rifles, weaponsmithing. Could take pills to go with the handguns, and then our healing. I do like the idea of lockpicking and safe cracking. I don't know. There's too many options, man. And I like the idea of having the field medic, but I also like the idea of having the computer science, energy weapons stuff. Let's see. Toaster repair sounds funny, but there's actually toasters in the world, and if you can get them open, there's stuff you can find in them that are pretty good, actually. I think I might go with the lockpicker. I kind of like the idea of the lockpicker. Safe cracker. Alright. And let's just play on seasoned. I played a little bit of this game, but not much of it when it was on PC, so while I understand some concepts of it, I barely really know what's going on. I do know, like most of these games, you like a mix of skills, so. There's a little...
recruits.
Oh.
I appreciate you coming to Captain Ace's retirement party when you hardly knew the man. Appropriate, too, seeing as how investigating his death will be your first duty as a desert ranger.
So anything highlighted in the text, like Ace is highlighted, you could ask about it. Duties highlighted, you could ask about it. So
Ace had been trying to locate a faint radio signal, which has lately been giving us cause for concern. We gave him 3 repeater units and sent him to hook them up to 3 remote radio towers. This would have allowed us to get a fix on the signal. But sadly, Ace was murdered by unknown assailants right after hooking up the first tower, and his logbook and the last 2 repeater units were stolen. The voice on those broadcasts disturbed me greatly. It talked crazy talk about a future where man and machine would be one. Worse, it talked about us, the Desert Rangers, specifically. It said it was coming for us. When you get back to the Citadel, talk to our radio expert, Wade Woodson, if you want to know more about the technical details. All I know is the repeaters will upgrade the towers and allow us to zero in on the mystery signal. I'll give you the locations of the towers once you have the repeaters in hand. More important to find them first. Don't know, but it wasn't on Ace's person when he was found. Look for it. It might have some clues as to his death. Yeah, I know. You've hardly found your feet with us, and here I am sending you on a mission that already got 1 ranger killed. Well, I wish I had another option, but the Desert Rangers are spread a little thin right now. Ranger teams Abel and Charlie are out west trying to stop a range war out there from becoming straight-up genocide. And Team Baker is up north looking for a way through the radiation that's cut us off from Vegas. I'm afraid the next generation is going to have to lead the charge on this one. The mission is this: search the area where Ace's body was found, and do your best to recover his logbook and the repeater units. Then call in your report. If you find the repeaters, I may send you on to finish his mission. Ace's death must be avenged, and it will be. But finding the signal he died trying to track down is just as important. Besides, I got the sneaking suspicion that when you find the one, you'll find the other. It's about a day's walk east from here. I'll mark it on your map.
okay.
There you go. Yes, call in on your radio. Your radio is your lifeline to Ranger Citadel. We'll be calling you with alerts and updates on your current missions, and sending you new missions when we receive distress calls. As Rangers, it is your sworn duty to respond to those calls. That is the contract we made with the people of Arizona when we opened for business. Once you prove yourself, the Citadel will be your new home. Consider this mission the final test of your training. If you succeed, you are welcome within our walls. If you fail, and you aren't cut out to be a Desert Ranger, we won't let you in.
Alright, so we have an option here to use our different conversation skills. So we have a 2 in hard ass. So, like if we want to select test, it'd be a kiss ass check. Succeed is a smart ass check, it looks like. So prove is the hard ass check. So let's say, what if we prove ourselves by kicking down the Citadel doors? Sir. Sir.
The hard-ass approach, huh? Well, you might get what you want from some folks in the Waste through intimidation, but it doesn't always work, particularly with old hard-asses like myself. You want to kick down our doors? Go ahead, give it a try. But I ain't pissing myself just because you growled at me.
Damn.
Good luck out there, recruits.
Alright, so we have a logbook. I think it's left on the D-pad. Yeah. So we gotta find Ace's logbook and find the repeater units that he was carrying. And we also want this shovel for sure. So this is made by the guys who made the old Fallout games on PC, so it's got a lot of that going here. At least some of the guys. So there's a lot of similarities to the old Fallout games. So let's look for highlighted things. Now that we have a shovel, we should be able to find some so here's the Citadel. We can't get in here yet. Not to let you in before you finish your first investigation. So we can go hard ass. Let us in. Ha! Trying to stop us. So because we kind of succeeded on the check, he's going to give us a weapon or an item. But he still can't let us in. The Mississippi Mule. Double-barreled pistol. That'll turn enemies to thin red paste. Nice. Oh, I screwed up. I hit the wrong button. No! Oh my god. I wasn't paying attention to what I was doing. It's giving me all the tape, all the tutorials. Oh no. Can I load? Can't believe I did that. I wasn't paying attention. I thought I was asking about the door, but I was telling them to open the door over and over again. Oh lord. Alright, let's try that again. How far back do we go? Hopefully it's right after the first discussion with him. I can't believe I did that. That was dumb. That's a long load-in times. Come on, don't load me too far back. Oh my god, all the way back to here. Alright, we'll have to skip this really fast.
Ace, the boy, when you get, I'll give you, don't know. The mission, Ace is dead. It's, there you go. Yes, call it. Once you prove yourself, the Citadel will be your new home. Consider this mission the hard ass. Well, you might get what you want from some. Good luck out there, recruits.
Dumbass. Alright, let's get the shovel. And I saw actually in here there's a quick save, so you just boom. That's kind of cool. Alright, well, that did take long to get back into it. I want to get the Mississippi Mule again, though. Just be careful what I say to him after that. Alright, so we got it. Now let's get away and not try to kill you or talk like a dumbass. So I'm pretty sure the Mississippi Mule is a shotgun. It is. So who's good at shotguns here? I think one of our characters is good at shotguns. Yeah. Cherry bomb. So she's got a pump shotgun here. here, I believe, is our trader. You can ask her some background info about everything. I don't know if this is gonna unlock stuff though, so I'm just gonna go through it real quick. General Vargas. Alright, so we have 50 scrap. Not gonna get us much. I guess we could sell the old shotgun though. Even though it's only 20. I don't know if we're gonna use it. I want to keep it just in case. I don't know if things get goofy. Like if something breaks or what. I think we're good for now.
Hey, Echo 1. Mind picking up that can over there for me?
So you can use your shovel on different things like this to get gear and scrap. If we kick this can, the goat hits us in the ass. It's kind of funny.
He headbutted you right in the butt.
Alright, let's see. Let's get another thing here. What do we get here? Junk. Deck of cards. I don't think there's anything here specifically. Can we try to lockpick this thing? Nice. That's why it's nice having the lockpick guy with us. Pre-war ammo can. Got some SMG slugs, not a lot. This was the firing range, I believe. There you go. Weighted gloves for giving suckers the sucker punch. Nice. Melee gloves. That's it. Nothing else. So I'm pretty sure I gave him Brawler, right? Or Brute Force and Blunt Weapons. So I didn't give it to him, that's what he had. So Brawling is melee. So what is Brute Force? Oh, so bashes open objects in the world. Okay. And then Blunt Weapons is what his main skill is. So Brawling would be the melee, I think only, fists only. Which probably has to do with these gloves. But you can still probably put them on his secondary. So you can use them there. Should be a few more places to dig up here, I think, yeah. What's cool here is you can take all for, you could give them to a specific character. Or you can click distribute all, and it'll give like the ammo that's good for assault rifles or heavy weapons to the person who's good at those items. So that's a pretty cool way to loot. Distribute all seems to work pretty well, from what I could tell so far. Ooh, what is this? Big bada boom. And a weapon mod over here? Wow. So we have somebody who's good at weaponsmithing. Yeah. So we could mod. Minus 4% chance to jam. Okay. Junk. That's pretty sweet.
God damn it, Ace. You never should have put down the wrench and picked up the gun.
So this is a heavy weapon, right? It's gotta be, yeah. I don't think we have anybody who's technically good at heavy weapons, but still. Angry Red Clown, Dead or Alive Wanted poster. Huh. So we could give that to him. Requires 1 weaponsmithing, pistols, SMGs, assault rifles, sniper rifles. I'm not sure how the smithing works. Magazine mod. And it looks like there's different mods on the sniper rifle. There's 4 things we can upgrade. I'm not sure what they all are though. Oh, there we go. Barrel, underbarrel, scope, magazine. Okay. So you can mod his own sniper rifle, most likely. Attach a mod. Okay, so these 2 guys have something. The greaser, submachine gun, or the hunted rifle. Put on the hunted rifle. Yeah, why not? So there's a 4% less chance to jam.
Sorry about the waterworks. I'm still pretty broke up over Ace. I'm Angie. You kids must be the new recruits old Vargas trained up. Lord, y'all just babies.
Babies?
Sorry, but you are. As cute as little kittens. Y'all remind me of us. Snake, Razor, Thrasher, and me. Back when we were just starting out. Thinking we were gonna save the world for the future. Thinking none of us would ever die. Christ, sorry. Don't listen to me. Youth is good. Optimism is good. If we all started out worn out and jaded like me, nobody'd ever try to change the world. So you kids go ahead and give it a go. Maybe it'll work this time.
Alright.
They all hurt, but this one... Man, Ace wasn't even a ranger. Not at first. He worked as a driver and mechanic for Fair and Brygo up in Vegas. When Base Cochise started sending its death machines into the desert, Brygo sent Ace south to recruit robot fighters. We met him in Quartz. He'd pissed somebody off out there and they'd locked him up. We sorted that out, and he started running with us, helping us fight Cochise. He never stopped. Vargas eventually gave him the uniform and the hat. I don't think he ever formally signed on. He was just always there. And now he's... God damn it, Ace. I knew this one was trouble. I knew it. He was working on the same thing Vargas has you working on. Trying to track down radio signals from beyond the edges of the map. All seemed a bit boring and scientific to me. But then Ace started saying he thought someone was following him. I asked him to let me come with him when I met him at Rail Nomads to give him the repeater units. But he told me to go back to base. He said he was just jumping at shadows because those radio broadcasts had spooked him. I should have gone with him. I didn't go with him. Ace played me some of them before he died. Hard to make out a lot of it, but what I heard made my hair stand on end. Some guy talking about turning men into machines. Or machines into men or some shit. But the crazy thing was, then he starts talking about us, the Rangers. Saying we're the cause of all the trouble in the world. And we need to be wiped out so his glorious future can be born. I mean, who is this guy? Where is he? What the fuck does he have against us? Could be a nice little place. The Atchisons and Topekans would kiss and make up. I can't even remember what it's all about. But between them, they got enough old railroad tech that if they worked together, they could give this area a real transportation system. Instead, it seems like all they want to do is blow each other's heads off. Idiots. I don't really know the details. It's all a bunch of mumbo-jumbo about transmitters and north-south axis and signals bouncing off the clouds. Ask Woodson about it. He's our radio genius. Radio technician Wade Woodson? Sure do. He's the guy that makes sure you can hear Vargas when you're out on patrol. Keeps the machines running and the signal clear. He'll also talk your ear off about circuits and frequencies and I don't know what else if you let him. But be nice to him. He's your lifeline to the base. Man, not sure I can recall. Haven't been out that way in ages. Don't even know if it's still on the map. Ask Thrasher. He'd know. Better than he'd like. Back in the day, the General was the craziest of us all. But somehow, after he brought down Base Cochise, he became the sanest. Now he's running the whole show and doing a damn fine job. While I'm still walking patrols and answering radio calls. Shows you how much ambition I got, huh? Well, like I said, he was one wild-ass son of a bitch back in the day. But I think the weight of his responsibilities has kind of squashed that out of him now. He hasn't been in a decent bar fight in, shit, a decade maybe? He's another one gone. Went out for a patrol a few weeks back and never came home. Don't know if he's dead, or AWOL, or gone off to join the Scorpions. All anybody knows is he hasn't called in, and we haven't heard from anybody who's seen him. I miss old Hellraiser like blazes. Didn't talk much. Didn't make friends easy. Wasn't big on social graces. But he was as loyal as they come. And when the shit started flying, he was the guy you wanted at your back. He didn't win that name by accident. Sharp as a razor. Scary as hell. You weren't briefed on those fucks during your training? Well, let me fill you in. You know when we left the prison and moved here to the Citadel? Well, the Scorpions were the jerks who moved into the prison when we moved out. Just a bunch of Rangers back then, but they've been getting more organized. Call themselves a militia now, and they try to act like they're the Desert Rangers of eastern Arizona. But that's a load of horse shit. The protection racket ain't the same as protecting people. They shake down all their towns for money, and if the locals don't kick in, they smash them up. The Rangers aren't like that. We get by on donations and good old-fashioned scavenging. Basically everything between the prison and the radiation clouds to the east. There are a few small towns and farms out there, which the Scorpions claim is their territory. Rangers used to patrol that area before we moved here, and we knew it pretty well. But a lot can change in 15 years. Who knows? Maybe it's all as clean and nice and crime-free as the Scorpions say it is. But I've got my doubts. Edges of the map, kiddies. Big hot areas we can't get into without getting cooked to a crisp. The clouds move around some with the wind and the weather, but there are permanent hot spots on every side of us. North, south, east, and west. Until we started hearing those weird broadcasts, I kinda thought those clouds went on forever. And that Arizona was the last place on Earth. But maybe there's more people out there. Maybe the whole rest of the world's just fine, and we're the only ones in hell. Wouldn't that be a joke? You better call him Gilbert now. Funny, back in the day, he just seemed like this big old growly bear. Strong as an ox and just about as articulate. But then he got all torn up during our fight with the robots from Base Cochise. And he couldn't go out on patrol no more. Any other commander would have handed him his walking papers. But Vargas doesn't dump old friends. So he started him working in the museum. And once you know it, turns out the old bear has a knack for cartography. He's been gradually mapping our little corner of the Wasteland ever since. Little Duncan. An old military facility from before the war. And the biggest fight the Rangers ever had. There was some crazy computer in there that kept spitting out robots and sending them off to kill people. We had one hell of a fight putting it down. Earned our stripes that day. That's when I became Captain Death. Yeah. The base Cochise AI. Don't know what was wrong with it. Broke it, I guess. It thought everybody was its enemy. Wanted to kill the whole planet.
Say, listen. Vargas asked you to look into Ace's death because he thought I was too upset to be professional about it. He didn't want me going off half-cocked and shooting up all of Arizona looking for his killer. But I gotta find this guy. Ace and me, well, we've been fighting side by side for nigh on 20 years. I'm not letting him die unavenged. So, well, I know it's going against orders, but if you let me tag along and be in at the kill, well, I'll help you find your feet out there. Maybe give you a few pointers along the way. I may be old and slow, but I know the wastes like the back of my hand. What do you say? Cool. No need to tell Vargas why I joined you. If anybody asks, I'm just helping you get oriented, all right?
All right. There's a lot of talking. Sell our scrap real quick. Sell junk. That should be for everybody, I think. Sells everybody's junk, yeah. So we got 110 now. Not enough to buy anything useful, I don't think. Maybe some ammo, but yeah. Let's head out. Can't believe I screwed up that first part. Dumbass. Had to redo all that stuff over again. Oh well.
Ranger Team Echo, this is Ranger Command. Come in. Roger, Echo 1. Just making sure your radio is working. I'll be your dispatcher from here on out. I also wanted to give you a little heads up on your water situation. If you've all got full canteens, you should have enough water to reach the place where Ace died with plenty to spare. But if you're going to go exploring, you'll want to fill up again at any oasis you can find. Remember, your main priority is to recover the repeater units Ace was carrying. Once you've got the devices, you'll be headed to Ag Center and High Pool to install them. But we'll talk about that after you acquire the repeaters. We must, of course, bring Ace's killers to justice. But right now, that's secondary to discovering the location of that signal. It is vital that all teams stay in radio contact with me here at the base. We get distress calls from all over our jurisdiction and sometimes beyond. Towns or farms or mines being attacked by raiders, mutant beasts, what have you. We field those calls here and then dispatch whichever team is closest to the problem. Until now, Woodson's been our dispatcher. But Ace's death made me realize I've spent too many years in my office, walled off from the world and how it's changing. I need to know what's going on out there, and I figured the best way to do that is to start listening to the people's problems. So, I've decided that from now on, I'll be the one fielding calls and talking in your ear when you head out into the wastes. Don't let that make you self-conscious or nothing. 10-4, Echo 1, carry on. Ranger Command out.
Alright, so you kind of move around the map. You have this star. We don't really know anything, so I believe if we just select the radio tower here and travel there, it'll automatically bring us there. You have water on the bottom right you gotta worry about, but there's oasis out there, like right there, to the left, popped up, so we can go there on the way back to fill up our water. There's also random encounters we could have out here that we could fight or try to run from. But let's just go to the tower for now, I guess.
Roger that, Echo 1. When you reach the area where Ace's body was found, give it a good going over. The folks that picked him up said it looked like he crawled there. Maybe you can find some tracks leading to where he was attacked. Copy? 10-4, Echo 1, and check in immediately with any new info. Those repeater units are a top priority. Ranger Command out.
Alright. Okay, Ace's star.
If you want to play in our backyard, you gotta pay. 15 scrap, or we'll break your faces. And my dog will eat your corpses.
Where's our hard ass? Why is it defaulting there? Oh, she has a 3 in hard ass. Oh, no wonder. Alright. I'm gonna eat what's left of your dog. Ha!
You're insane. What the hell is wrong with you? Just go on through, you sick bastard. I'll show you where my secret good thinks place is. Just don't hurt bark meat.
Shrine. That's your secret good think places? Okay. Get out of my way.
Well, let me tell you Matthias's law, friends. Matthias's law is vengeance. And soon, Matthias's law will stretch all the way to Arizona and kill those so-called upholders of justice, the Desert Rangers.
Can we fix it? Mechanical repair. Or sniper. Alright, I'm not sure what that gives us. Gave a little bit of XP. The torn page from a Ranger logbook. Nice. That's part of Ace's logbook. Alright. So these guys aren't fighting us because we kind of talked our way through being hard asses. I guess. I'm pretty sure there's a way to get through this fence. chain link fence blocks the path. If I remember from when I messed around this game a little bit before, this is trapped, but I guess because we don't have anybody with a good perception skill, we can't know that. Interesting, that's going to make things difficult. So we can lockpick it or use brute force. Oh, it's an alarm.
It's you guys. Get moving.
Alright. Man, so these guys are just killing all these people for coming here and not paying. Weapon mod, another magazine. So I don't know if you can unmod a weapon once you mod it. Like if you could take it off, and not have to worry about it breaking it or losing it, or how that works. So this one might be the one that's trapped. I remember one of these is trapped, but I don't have a perception to know that. Oops. So if you lockpicks it, yep, damn. So that sucks, and I have the perception for these things. I got it open, but I'm gonna have to up some perception on my levels so I can see these traps. Sniper rifle, energy cells. Locked, alright. You're up, buddy. Big Bert heavy weapons. And some assault rifle and heavy weapon ammo. Nice. So is heavy weapon a specific skill? Yeah, it is. Sniper rifle, nice. R270. And so to compare, it is definitely better. We'll mod it with that magazine. Now, can we unmod this thing? What does field strip mean? Weapon attached module be destroyed. Oh, okay. Oh, so we could potentially get some of this stuff, it looks like. What if I just want to... remove the mod? 100% chance it will be recovered, yeah. Alright, cool. So that means we could add that mod to the other gun. We have a few now. We'll give it to Fade's gun. Oh, there's something in here. A big ass frog. What the hell? Can I snipe that thing? 62%. Yep, snipe it. Nice. Damn, how do you get to go? Man, he can move. Alright, first real fight. Fade is up. So we have 8 action points on the bottom. Costs action points to move. 2, 2, 1. Cost 5 to shoot the gun. And then based on range, your gun's accuracy is up or down. So point blank up to 4 meters is at plus 10% chance to hit. Well, for 7 to 12 it's minus 30. So we want to get as close to possible as this thing. So now it's 67%. And of course our melee guy wants to go melee, so... So you want between 5 and 14 for her to be optimal, okay? Which is probably about where she's at right now. Man, look at this shotgun. It's got this spread action going. Shotgun's got to be relatively close range too, right? Yeah, 0 to 5, up to 5 point blank. Nice. So we got some junk, whole bunch of junk. Oh, there's like a robot man dude here that looks like he's the one who killed him. Rail Nomad's camp. A map is drawn on rough paper and splattered with oil, but lines are so precise they look like they were done by a machine. The southern half of the state is soaked and torn, but the top is legible. In addition to Ranger Citadel, a location to the north, Rail Nomad is circled. Okay. A torn page from Ranger Logbook. Alright, so that's the second page of the logbook, which I think is what we need. We found the other one outside. We got a toaster here, though. No? Oh, it's not the toaster. I think there's another one that has a toaster. Another cave. This is the, repeater unit. Huh. Oh, it was 0 in computer science. So we can't really do anything for this guy. I thought he had something in his body, but we have to have the right skill to get it. We don't have computer science or perception to see things. Man, not having perception is going to be rough. I think there's another cave around here. We're gonna have to up those skills. Ooh, a leg. Artificial leg. SMXP. Logbook updated. General Vargas want to know about this. Okay. About the leg. There's the cave. And there is a toaster in need of repairs. Somebody's good at it. A full can of white spray paint is a rare find. Who knows how it wound up inside a toaster. Okay. Ooh, nice. Good levels. The corpses of birds and mice in various stages of mutilation have been meticulously laid out, limbs and half torsos placed with ritual precision in a complex pattern circling the statue of a cat. So we all got a skill points, or we each admire the statue fills your squad with a sense of purpose. We got XP, but it looks like we might have leveled up too. Maybe, or maybe not. We have to call in if we level.
Got an update for me?
Found the repeaters in the logbook and a metal man.
What? Well, I'll be goddamned. We haven't seen any synthetics around for almost 15 years. We better get a closer look at the tech. Your captain might be able to tell us where it came from. See if you can grab a piece of it and bring it back to Mirror Captain the next time you're at the Citadel. That is Mirror Captain's fancy word for smart robots. He calls them synthetic life forms, or synths. Basically, any robot that can think for itself falls into the synth category. Plain old robots are dangerous enough, ones that think for themselves are a nightmare. Good, but our priority is still those repeaters. Now that you have them, I'm sending you on to complete Ace's mission, which was to attach him to the most powerful towers in Arizona, so we can get a fix on that mystery signal. One tower is at High Pool, the other is at the Ag Center. Sending you the coordinates now.
Okay, High Pool and Ag Center.
High Pool is at the most southern and eastern corner of our jurisdiction. They're a vital part of the stable society we've been trying to build here in Arizona. They provide clean water to us and many other communities and farms, maintain an emergency reservoir in case of drought. See Mayor Vikstrom there about using their tower. He knows you're coming. Ag Center is due south of Ranger Citadel and very important to what we're trying to achieve. The researchers there are developing hardier plants and animals that will thrive in the harsh conditions of the waste. If it all pays off, we may see the day when nobody in Arizona goes hungry. Talk to Matt Forrestal about hooking up to their radio dish. Used to be one of us. Now he runs things down there. That's good people. They built their tower on top of an old crane. It's a bit unorthodox, but it gets great reception. Used to be part of an old satellite relay system, from what Woodson tells me. Strongest transmitter in Arizona. Roger, Echo 1. Ranger Command out.
No, we definitely got levels now. Good job, buddy. Mm-hmm.